Green light, green light, green light. So this is a vicious looking form. Green light. So so the purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to make make some dynamic things happen on the front end using JavaScript. So if you take a look at this dollar amount, it's 0. So when you're choosing how many hours, it just multiplies whatever the hours are by this number, and it gives you the total. And that is done on the front end with JavaScript. So the way to do that is you take, so show price is the function that's actually being called, and is being called 3 times for labor 1, labor 2, labor 3. And if you do labor 1, copy that and find it here. Labor 1. So labor 1 is here. Labor 2 is here. And then you got labor 3. Labor 3. And those are these elements right here. And that's the argument that you're passing into the show price function. And the show price function is here. It takes one argument. And you do document.getElement by X. So if you pass in labor 1, X is going to be labor 1. If you pass in labor 2, X is going to be labor 2. If you pass in labor 3, X is going to be labor 3. Then you add an event listener change. Every time it changes, then you call these 2 functions, get price and get price 2. Get price 2 will get price. You do the inner text for the JS result element, which is here. Just an empty div. And that's where the result of price of the price function, which is here, it just returns the dollars in labor, for 1 and 2 and 3, it returns that amount after it does all this. And it puts that into the inner text of, there's probably a better way to do it, to format it as a dollar amount, but I just did it the cheap way, where I just concatenated everything like this. And that's the get price function. Get price 2 is data, the data element, which is it's like a hidden, it's an input, but it's hidden, so you don't see it on the screen. But the only reason you need it is to have the data inside of it so that you can grab it. And you get that, and you store, and you put you set the value of that element as price. And that is how this is done. And this is beyond the scope of this video, but this error that you're getting is from a Java servlet because you didn't input any things like here. But if you do project 1, do something, and click submit, project 1 created successfully, and then search by task, project 1, check results, and it just gives you the thing here, and it gets that by, let me see, yeah, it reads it from because when you make a file, you place, like, this is how you make a file, and then you place the contents inside of it, and then you retrieve it by reading the file, and you return the string of that, because you just, you just read the file, and that's just how it's done. It's beyond the scope of this video, but anyways,